Afternoon, Pete. How you doing? I'm here at the museum again. We're going to do some testing. I've got my crew in with me today. Rachel and Anna giving me a hand. They'll be here with the chat on Sunday. So we've got Rachel here on camera, and Anna is on production in front of the laptop, making sure everything goes smoothly. So we're going to throw some videos today, do a little bit of testing, just see how it works, make sure my laptop doesn't crash halfway through. So I hope everybody's all right out there. I hope everyone's having a good day. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye over on the laptop, see what's going on. So I'll take you through to the next room, and then we'll, if you follow me, camera person. So in the talk on Sunday, we're going to talk about the 3 different railways that ran in the county. So first we'll have a little chat about the Great Northern. I'll tell you a bit of the history of it, and then we'll show the video. So Anna, if you can cue up the video and show it, please.
To become the foil and the Lifford Road level crossing into Strabane. This had been a major junction between the 3-foot gauge County Donegal Railway and the Irish standard gauge 5'3" systems until 1959. Now in 1965 it was still a busy freight interchange for Donegal. It was the presence just across the river of the border with the Irish Republic, necessitating customs clearance at Strabane station for many years. This formed a serious barrier to normal trade and travel, especially since the main line also passed into the Republic for the next 3 stations. Trains often solved the problem by not stopping. Back in Strabane, the train was preparing for the last stage of the journey. The line here remained in the valley, close to the river, this time on the left bank of the Foyle. Just a short distance north of the station, the bridge marked the border leading to the 3 County Donegal stations of Porthall, St. Johnstone, and a few miles further on, Carrigan's. Then it was back into Northern Ireland, past the engine sheds and the extensive sidings alongside the river. The final stage was under the city side of Craigavon Bridge, with its rail wagon link on the lower deck, and into Londonderry Foyle Road, the end of the line.
Right, can everyone hear me again? You just let me know how that video was, the audio and everything on it. How did it come through okay? That obviously was about the Great Northern Railway, which was the standard gauge that ran in the county. Now we'll look at the first of the narrow gauge railways, which is the Swilley Railway. And if I get Anna to play the next video, please.
By 1950, all that remained of the once extensive system operated in the north and northwest of County Donegal by the Londonderry and Swilley Railway were the branches from Derry to Letterkenny and Buncrana. The line beyond Letterkenny to Burtonport, which we covered in Volume 3 of this series, and that from Buncrana to Carndana, had already closed by this time. This is Pennyburn in Derry, where the company had its works. 460 tank number 3, built by Andrew Barclay in 1903 for the opening of the Burtonport line, is seen on shed. At Fawn, on the shores of Swilley, north of Derry, we are awaiting the arrival of the goods from Derry to Buncrana, which conveyed a carriage at the rear for any passengers who were not in too much of a hurry to reach their destination. And here she comes, hauled by 462 tank number 10, built by Kerr Stewart in 1904 and originally named Richmond. The third wagon in the train is a CDR one. Despite operating in the same county, Swilley and Donegal wagons had draw gear of different heights, and only a few specially modified CDR wagons could be conveyed in Lough Swilley trains. The line from Londonderry to Brincrana was built as a broad gauge route, opening in 1864. It was converted to the 3-foot gauge in 1885 and extended, with government money, some 18.5 miles north to Carndana in 1901. The extension lasted only 34 years, closing in 19... Freight traffic on the branches to Letterkenny and Brincrana ceased in July 1953, 3 years after these scenes were recorded. However, the company continued to operate buses and lorries long after its rail services had ended, these vehicles proudly proclaiming that they were the property of the Londonderry and Lough Swilley Railway Company.
Right, I'm back with you again, guys. How was that video? Did it come across clearly? So the next railway is the railway that was in this part of the world, which is the County Donegal Railway. Again, another 3-foot narrow gauge system. So if Anna's ready, I'll get her to cue the next video.
To film the County Donegal narrow gauge system. At its peak, the CDR operated over 124 route miles of 3-foot gauge track. Jointly owned after 1906 by the Great Northern and the English Midland Railway, the distinctive red and cream livery of the Donegal was a great attraction for railway enthusiasts. A regular sight which greeted visitors to Strabane for many years was that of the CDR's only diesel locomotive, number 11 Phoenix, shunting at the station. Scheduled passenger services were worked by a fleet of diesel rail cars, one of which is seen here leaving Strabane on a service to Stranraer. But the railway retained a number of steam locomotives for goods and excursion traffic. One of the 3 Class 5 264 tanks, which lasted until the system closed, and all of which were subsequently preserved, is seen shunting goods stock at Strabane. The last pair of rail cars, numbers 19 and 20, have also survived, this time on the Isle of Man. The rail cars often towed a van or a wagon to carry parcels or passengers' luggage. Stranraer was the site of the line's administrative headquarters and its workshops. Hauling one of the lightweight red liveried vans designed to work with them, a rail car approaches Lough Esk between Stranraer and Donegal town. A 264 tank hurries a coal train along. CDR wagons were fully fitted with vacuum brakes. The brake coach at the rear of Donegal goods trains was to accommodate the guard. At Donegal town, the line from Strabane through Stranraer divided, with branches going to Ballyshannon and Killybegs. Today, Donegal Town Station has been turned into a splendid heritage centre by the County Donegal Railway Restoration Society and is well worth a visit. Here railcar number 18, now restored to working order at the Foyle Valley Railway in Derry, arrives at the station off the Killybegs branch. This railcar is bound for Ballyshannon. Of the 2 single lines leading out of the station, the one on the left leads to Ballyshannon, that on the right to Stranraer. The 15.5 mile long branch from Donegal town to Ballyshannon opened in 1905. The final part of the CDR system, the Strabane and Letterkenny Railway, opened on New Year's Day 1909. A heavy goods train from Letterkenny arrives at Strabane. Lifford, just across the river from Strabane, was the first station in County Donegal, and after the partition of Ireland, the first station in the Irish Free State. The last new rail car, number 20, is seen at work on the Letterkenny line. A rail car leaves the CDR station at Letterkenny The town also served by Donegal's other narrow gauge system, the Londonderry and Swilley Railway.
All right, guys, so how was that? Did it come across well? Was the sound good? What was the picture quality like? Was there any buffering? Just let me know in the comments. And Carl, share that popcorn round. So, hi, Pork Chop, Carl, Kieran, and anyone else who popped in. Hope you're all doing well this afternoon. I say this is just a trial run today for doing the talk on Sunday, just see if the technology works. Particularly want to test it, seeing we have a new broadband provider in now, make sure everything's working well. How's the noise levels? Are the trains in the back too loud? Just let me know in the comments. Oh, Rachel, if you want to take the camera down and give a view of the layout. Okay, Rachel, if you want to follow me, we'll take a walk through the museum, make sure we keep the picture. Just want to make sure we keep connected as we walk through the museum. There will be other video clips on Sunday night, which I'm going to do this afternoon of our stock and everything outside on our restoration projects. So obviously on the night, I can't go outside. One, it'll be dark, and two, I won't get the coverage. I'll just keep dropping out. So this is one of our rooms in the museum. What we've done with the museum is we've tried to put different branch lines and stations in each room with a bit of information on each. I'll go through more of that on Sunday. I'll also go through some of the artifacts and some of the interesting things we have here. Again, this is another room. We have the Swilley on one wall. We have the main Stranorler and Strabane, which is the main interchange. Great Northern Railway stuff. And then in this room, this is our, we have a lot of books here with articles and everything in them. We following me back down. What happened there? Hi Heath, how you doing? Everybody notice how I started losing connection and everything froze when Heath came into the chat? Hi Seamus. Yeah, the curse of Heath. So I think it started to freeze and break up when I went into the very end room. I think we just lost signal going into there. Although we have Wi-Fi hotspots throughout the building, I think the changeover caused the problem. Okay, I think that's enough testing of what I wanted to do today, so we can just enjoy watching the trains for now and have a chat. And any questions, put them in the comments there. To say on Sunday night now, I'll be going into more detail, with a little bit more history on the railways, and there'll be a few more video clips. There's a few kinks to iron out, but I think we got through most of them. And we have, say, Anna on production here and Rachel on camera duty. I just noticed the lights aren't on the layout. There, the lights help bring it alive as well. Hi, John. We've run through some of the videos I'll be showing on Sunday night. I just wanted to see if they would work all right on StreamYard and make sure my laptop didn't crash completely. So how is everyone? Hope you're all keeping well this afternoon. I'm getting a thumbs up from Anna here, so she's happy. She's doing her best to stay off the camera. I think Rachel's doing a sterling job there with the roving camera, getting great shots. Hey, Matthew, are you going to be up this weekend? Matthew will be hopefully up here this weekend moderating the chat. Yeah, Seamus, I was listening to the Taoiseach last night, and construction can start from the 12th on houses and other construction by the end of the month. And also we may be able to open from May, hopefully. So we'll wait and see what happens. There'll be more announcements towards the end of April. Rachel doesn't need a pay rise. I put a roof over her head and clothes on her back and food in her belly. That's enough. She's disagreeing with that comment. Yeah, Heath, that locomotive is running backwards. So I went and put it on the layout last night. The coupler on the back of it had disappeared. So I don't know whether I took it off at some time, put it on something else, or whether it's in the bottom of a box somewhere. So I need to find coupling for it and attach it. Yeah, that's right, Pete. She's paid in ice cream. She likes the cheeky caramel ice cream from Lidl. The tub of that is her payment. Never mind all the items that she puts in my Amazon basket. Seamus, they can have one Easter egg between them. They can have a Kinder Surprise between them and then fight over the toy. Four for a tenner in Asda. They were doing €5 for €5 in the Lidl here a while back, I think for a day or two. So we still getting the picture and everything through fine. We're not getting any glitching or anything. I'm going to put a couple of the other cameras up as well. Oh, I haven't had a McFlurry in ages. I've been able to get anywhere near a McDonald's. So hopefully later on this evening, I'll be putting the link up for the chat on Sunday. I say it'll be broadcast on this YouTube channel, Facebook, the Heritage Centre's Facebook, and the Model Railway Club's Facebook page. So hopefully, the last talk we did, which we had the sound issues on, I think at one point we had 250 watching. And that's when I started to get really nervous by words. I'm going to call a halt to it there today, guys. Thanks for tuning in and giving me the feedback and let me know what's going on. There won't be any more live streams now until Sunday evening, because I need to do a bit of work at home, getting stuff ready. Also, I need to start actually doing some work if the museum is going to be opening up soon. So I'll be back Sunday night. If I don't catch you Sunday night, I'll do a live stream on Monday, give you an update of everything that's happening. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your feedback. And hopefully I will see you all Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye for now.